Hey, what's up?
It's the Break Room Podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eric, this is Corey.
What's up?
And we're going to start things off right quick with music, and our first thing is
Hold on, one thing real quick. BB-8 and Mountain Dew, great mix.
Definitely. Our first thing is that we don't have a first thing. We couldn't really find much in the way of music news this week, so...
And there's no really gaming news other than the fact that if you leave Just Cause 3 on for just under 2 minutes without doing anything, it implodes. Not the disc, the game.
Yeah. So, what I would like to ask you guys is if you have news ideas for us to talk about, send them in. Send them in a comment, send them in an email. I will have the email linked in the description below.
Make a paper airplane and fly it to us.
That works.
It might get to us, but...
That's probably the most reliable way, to be honest.
Have Chuck Norris just kind of...
So we're just going to hop right into our band spotlight, and Corey's going to talk about one of my least favorite bands.
Five Finger Death Punch. I love them. I don't really know all the band members' names. I don't really listen to a lot of their songs. But I really like them. He calls them generic metal trash, and I kick his ass every night for it.
Same.
So yeah, I really like them. I like how they sound. They feel nice and heavy. And Judas Priest's Rob Halford is in Lift Me Up. Also, if you see the thing right there, it's because it's middle of the day. We had to do this early because we're kind of late.
Yeah, we decided to record the day of upload rather than the night before, so
whatever.
It's going to be interesting. Anyway, so if that's all you have to say about Five Finger, I would like to talk about one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Fucking Hatebeak.
Hatebeak.
We don't care if you like it. It sucks.
If you have the time, look it up. It's super dumb. It's basically a bird is the lead singer of a death metal band.
Okay, if you have the time, look it up, but if you don't want to waste your time, don't.
It's that. Just that.
We're going to put that in the comment.
I first heard about Hatebeak when I was watching a Anderton's Music Company video on Rob Chapman's channel on some fucking video. I can't even remember what it was, but he started talking about Hatebeak, and then there was a dog one. I looked it up, had a laugh, and decided that they were trash. Apparently, it's a bunch of, proper musicians, and then they just had a bird do the vocals, because why not?
Yeah.
That leads us to Game of the Month. Game of the Month. Where you start us?
I chose Rock Band 3, because it fuses two of my favorite things, gaming and music. And because I haven't played Rock Band 4 yet, because I'm broke, because I'm broke.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rock Band 3, basically him and his brother showed me this game a long time ago at their old place. And they had all the instruments and all that, and I was like, you know what, whatever, it's a Guitar Hero clone, and it wasn't. I loved the series, and when Rock Band 3 came out, me and Eric both pre-ordered it on our Xboxes.
Well, I didn't pre-order it. I got it
You didn't pre-order it?
Yeah, thank you. I got it a couple weeks after it came out.
I pre-ordered it. And I can't remember what song came out on the pre-order, but it was a good song. It was good. It's a great game.
Yeah, I remember when I got it, I spent countless hours in that. And that was actually the first music game I spent money on as well. I had bought in the Fall Out Boy track pack, as well as a couple. Yeah, I bought some. He bought some Avenged and Breaking Benjamin. I got. God, there's this really shitty straight to Nickelodeon movie that I got a song off of. I can't remember what it was.
A straight to movie Nickelodeon.
Straight to Nickelodeon movie.
Oh,
learn to speak.
Well, I heard straight to Nickelodeon and then movie, and I was like. Alright.
Sure. I think the song was called Don't Tell Me. I don't fucking know. It was a really bad movie. It was a really bad song. I spent money on it.
We all waste money.
Yeah.
I do it every day. I bought a Red Bull today. Am I ashamed? No. Don't tell me it's a bad idea. I'm looking right at you. I can see your soul.
Anyway. What isn't a waste of money is Yakuza 1 for the PlayStation 2.
Never played it.
The game is fucking great from what I've played. I'm really not that far into it. What I have played is fan-goddamn-tastic, though. If you're a fan of games like God of War or Devil May Cry, this is going to be somewhat similar. It's a 3D beat-em-up game based on the Japanese mafia, the Yakuza. And basically, you go around, you do random battles, and story happens, and Kiryu's this huge badass. I first heard about the series watching a playthrough of the 4th game from the Super Best Friends, and that was fucking awesome.
I actually don't really watch that channel.
Dude, you should. They're great.
Well, I don't even watch YouTube half the time anymore.
True.
I think the last time I watched YouTube, it was JonTron's last Starcade episode. That was 2 months ago.
To be fair, that's a great fucking episode.
Oh, it's a great episode. Also, to go off of that, we personally watch Normal Boots a lot, and if they're watching, shout out to you guys. I gotta say my favorite Normal Boots is definitely JonTron.
For me, it's a toss-up between Peanut Butter Gamer and JonTron, although I really do enjoy Did You Know Gaming as well.
Yeah. I've seen all those, except for Metal Gear Solid. Ugh.
Hippo Titties. Anyway.
That's not our line. We don't claim that.
JonTron's hilarious. PC part of the month. I chose the processor that we're currently recording this video with, the Intel i5 5200U. It's a laptop it's a processor in my laptop, rather. I cannot speak today.
A laptop in your fucking processor?
Damn right. Anyway.
Oh my god.
It's a dual-core processor with hyper-threading. Forgot to look at what clock speed it runs at, but
it runs at a number.
It's codenamed Broadwell, so it's a very power-efficient CPU. This processor has the same power as my Core 2 Quad in my main computer.
Don't hit the reset. We need that computer
at
on.
a fraction of the power output. Power output and input. Words. I think that's a 15-watt CPU, whereas this is a 95-watt CPU, thereabouts. Has the same amount of power, and the Intel HD graphics on board mean I can play games like Insurgency and Portal and actually a lot of my Steam library just fine. It's ridiculous.
But the frame rate isn't always that great.
Frame rate's not always that great. It is a laptop CPU, so I wouldn't do things like video rendering on it, although you could do. It's gonna get hot because the cooler on most laptops with this processor is probably not gonna be that great.
No, most likely.
But you can find this processor in laptops that are $450, like the one we're using to record this. And honestly, I'm happy because it was either this or a Haswell i3 when my dad and I were shopping for this laptop. So, I'm happy with what I got.
just now.
I really wish that I could hook up an external graphics card to it easily, though, because that would be nice. And I guess talking about graphics cards does lead pretty well into the news topic for the gaming section, and that is the Oculus Rift pricing debacle. The Oculus Rift is $600. They're selling it at cost.
Well, for the technology, they damn well better.
Yeah. And I really don't see why $600 is such a huge deal. I mean, it's not like the PS3 where it's this underpowered piece of crap.
Actually, it was a great console.
It was a great console that was extremely hard to code for and was way the hell overpriced for what it was, except for if you wanted a Blu-ray player.
Also, since we're talking about the PS3, Ryan, if you're watching this, you know what Ryan you are. We're sorry, the PS3 is great, but it's not as good as it could have been. Get rid of the cell processor, put in quad-core, 6-core, whatever. It'll work fine.
The issue with that is when it came out, the cell processor was the top of the line consumer end part you could get.
Yeah, and they did overprice the PS3.
I don't know.
I mean, it was the only Blu-ray player console at the time. It was the only one that had an HDMI on board.
No, Xbox 360 had HDMI, and it came out a year before.
No, the original one didn't have the HDMI.
Yeah, it did.
No, the Elite came out the thing.
No, dude. I'll Google it right now. Xbox 360 had an HDMI port.
It's the Xbox 360 arcade.
Let's just look at the Wikipedia page.
Because I'm pretty sure it came out just with AV.
Let's see. Display video output formats. It did have HDMI on later
model. I told you.
So I think the original release didn't have it, but the one I got in 2007 did. Anyway, back to the Oculus Rift. Yes, it's $600. Yes, it's spendy. But it's brand new technology that we haven't really seen any innovation in since the fucking Virtual Boy.
Oh, God. Okay, please. If you're going to talk about this, just quit the recording.
This is infinitely better than what has ever been released before. And aside from the HTC Vive, which is being partnered with Valve with, whatever, I can't speak.
Partnered with Valve with.
Yes.
Valve with.
Get out.
We're going to title that Valve with. Sponsor.
Other than that, I really don't see any competition for it. So, on the PC space, yeah, I know. It's either Oculus or the Vive. They're both coming out later this year.
Get them if you want.
Early adopters are just going to have to deal with the fact that it's crazy fucking expensive right now because this is new technology. This is still a pioneering field. Anyway, off that subject and on to our weeks. Corey, why don't you start us off again?
Okay, so we had an eventful week. Or at least I did. My cousin stayed with me for quite a while. And he's probably going to watch this and he's probably going to get pissed off about this. But he was straining my patience really bad. But one night he came over too. Mm-hmm. And I think Steve was coming over. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was trying my patience, and the night that Eric over here came over, we decided to go to the store, and that's a story I'll probably save for the next episode or something. But when we got back, he was eating ramen and stuff, and he was drinking like Dr. Pepper in like a little glass bottle, and he took a drink too fast or something. You know, I don't really care what happened. And he ended up almost dying.
Because it fizzed up, got in his...
Yeah, he was all choking and stuff. And then he went to go outside because he thought he was going to keep coughing and stuff, but then he ended up throwing up. Right in front of my porch.
He gave himself a goddamn nosebleed.
He gave himself a fucking nosebleed throwing up.
And, like, you may give him shit for this, but at least he had the decency to go shovel it.
Well, he could have at least put shoes on.
Who the hell cares? He shoveled up his puke.
And?
Anyway.
Like, I don't give a shit. So long as it's out of the yard, you know, I don't care. We don't walk there. It's the old garden bed, but, I mean, fertilizer. How would it work?
Anyway, his story actually leads pretty well into mine, because while we were at the store, we got a thing of pudding.
Oh, God.
And the plan originally was we were just going for drinks, because we didn't have a whole hell of a lot of money, and there was food back at Corey's anyway. So we get there, and Corey and I decide, hey, pudding sounds good. So we try and go look for snack packs.
For the record, I brought up the snack pack thing.
True.
And then my cousin brought up the fact, why don't we just get boxes and make it? It's cheaper.
And so we bullshitted around the store and met PS3 Ryan at the store, had a talk. That was cool. Hadn't seen him in a couple of years, so that was really cool for me.
We should have him on the show.
We should.
Next week.
Maybe.
Cool.
We'll have to talk about that with him. Anyway, so after bullshitting around, we decided we'll just get a box of the fucking Jell-O pudding. And so we walk home and...
fucking box of Jell-O pudding thing.
Anyway, I go to make the fucking Jell-O, and as it's starting to set and become normal, because I made it the quick way, just poured milk in the mix and it did a thing, I asked the guys if they want some, and they're just like,
whatever.
Carnegie said, nah, I'm not really feeling it. And then Corey's just like, not really feeling it.
I'm not
so
a
it's just like,
pudding guy. I'm a pie guy. Pudding pie.
And then I fucking devoured an entire thing of pudding and then invented. I'm gonna cut you, boy.
Don't say that.
Cut. Anyway, so ate an entire thing of pudding and then did like 50 freaking sit-ups. So
yeah, he kind of went insane.
I wasn't going insane. I'm trying to take care of myself this year.
I'm not saying like absolutely batshit crazy. But I'm saying, like, I'm sitting there in the chair, like, the living room's, like, the chair's, like, right here, couch is over here, another chair's over there. He was right there. And I'm sitting in the chair, and he's just sitting there doing push-ups. And, like, straight up, I didn't want to tell you this until this episode, because I knew we were going to bring it up. I wanted to, like, straight up, move the footstool, and then just put my feet on your back and just go.
You could have. I'd have been fine with it.
I was wearing my boots.
Yeah? Your legs.
Do it right now. You're on the podcast. Do it. Come on.
All right.
Do 5 push-ups with my feet on your back. Oh yeah, these are our feet. This is the floor area. Can't see my hands, but
all right, let's do this.
All right, let's. I'm gonna give you some more weight.
What?
Oh,
what?
Anyway, that was free push-ups.
That was 5, you dick.
I said free.
No, but it was 5 though.
He's got a little chin scruff, and I got all this, man.
You're a little chin scruff. Don't grab my boobs.
Rip your nipple off.
Anyway, that's about all we have for today. I just wanted to mention real quick that we have a Facebook page for the channel now.
Woo!
Corey's going to be the head admin of that. I'll post occasionally. And I'm also going to be using my personal Twitter to tweet out links to all the videos. Both of those will be in the description. And we're also going to have one of my friends over, Brandon, and we're going to be filming a video for the channel that's going to be rather interesting. I'm not going to say too much, but it's an idea I got after watching some Markiplier, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys will come along for the ride.
Basically, what I got from what he was telling me last night, I thought he wanted to upload it by Wednesday, and so we just went to the store. We got back and we were talking about it, and we figured, why don't we just do like random video Wednesday? We just get like a guest in or something, or like his brother. We just do stupid shit. We could do mobile videos at the store of us hanging out. We could do mobile videos of us pranking each other or other people. But if you guys want us to do something, comment, tell us what you want us to do. We'll see if we can do it in our power. Because remember, we are broke. No money.
Yeah. Anyway, still need to talk it over with Corey, but my plan for the channel is to have some form of video come out Wednesday and then the podcast Friday. We're gonna do our best to keep to that schedule and maybe add to it in the future. And hope you guys come along for the ride.
Yeah, remember, keep taking that break.
Hell yeah, man.
See ya.